Excel's customization is great, but it can mess up finance teams when you start combining data. Today, I'll show you a quick trick to turn messy spreadsheets into one clean, unified table. Tell me if you've heard this one before. We have 3 different plans from marketing, the demand planners, and the margin team that were all created in silos. Notice how in some cases these teams are using similar data points, like volume lift, but their numbers do not align. This is a tale as old as time. Starting with the marketing budget, let's build a nice little formula that will standardize this stuff for everybody. The formula is called LET, and it basically allows you, among other things, to write highly customized automations directly into the formula bar. We'll define variables like fruits for your product list, months for the time period, and total rows to calculate the table size, say, 48 rows. The LET formula's syntax is simple. Name your variable, set its formula, and choose your output. I sometimes find it helpful to check my work by entering the formulas into their own cells. Next, we'll create a month index formula which will help us create dates for our table. The index will repeat months 1 through 12 over the specified number of categories. In our case, it will repeat 1 through 12 4 times. Now we need a date field. We will use an end-of-month formula paired with the month index we just created to generate the months that we need. We can enter date into the output to see what things look like. Note that the output is simply outputting the month-end dates for each month of the current year as defined by the settings page. If I grab the end-of-month formula and display it on its own without the variables, it's easier to see what we're doing. Now we need the categories for each one of these months. To do this, we use an index formula to pick from our list of fruits. I found it particularly helpful to look at this formula on its own. In essence, it's stepping through the number of fruits we have defined and it's populating each consecutive fruit across each of the 12 months. If we add more fruits, as long as we include it in the fruits reference, the table will automatically account for the data. Now, all that's left is to include the spend metrics. We will do that simply by using an index match formula using the variables we have already defined. Let's double-check a few examples to make sure that the formula is working appropriately. Finally, we need to output each of the columns we want in the table using stack. As a best practice, I keep the data outputs in their own tab called Data. This makes things easier on our downstream stakeholders. So now we can start to string the data together very cleanly. Now the demand plan can leverage marketing's assumptions without any messy custom formulas linking across files that break down and are impossible to troubleshoot. Power Query will keep it nice and standardized. We'll create a new tab called Marketing Data and then use Power Query to import the output from the marketing budget file. We can apply simple data cleaning rules within Power Query that will make the data easy to read and leverage downstream. Now we just reference the data we need, and our model is using cohesive assumptions from the team upstream in our planning process. Let's assume marketing changes their assumptions. If they do, we just wait for them to finish, refresh our connection to their model, and our model is refreshed with those same assumptions. Look at that. Connected planning without a multi-million-dollar platform implementation. Now let's assume everyone is preparing their budget outputs in this manner. Consolidating everything into one plan becomes incredibly straightforward and easy. We'll add a new tab in our consolidation file to house the data across all 3 departments. First, we will import sales. Then we'll do some basic hygiene cleanup. We'll remove the top 5 rows, promote the headers, and adjust the data formatting. This is why I like to have these outputs in their own tabs. It makes it easier to import into Power Query later on. Then we just duplicate our queries to import the demand plan and marketing spend. You could of course just repeat step 1 2 more times, but as you learn Power Query syntax, you can perform these actions more quickly. Now we merge all 3 queries together using their shared characteristics, date and category. Then select the columns from the other queries we would like to display. Lastly, we load our final table to our workbook and delete the other tabs we no longer need. We put a few finishing touches on the formatting and our data is ready to go. Now we can lay that data out into a more conducive reporting view using simple sum-ifs formulas. And just like that, we have a cohesive consolidated plan across 3 disparate departments, all with connected assumptions that are easily refreshed and tied to one another. Now the VP of Finance, the VP of Sales, and the VP of Supply Chain can all own their plans in their own unique way and yet still fight things out with a shared consolidated plan. If you liked this video, don't forget to smash those like and subscribe buttons. We also offer fully customizable templates like what we just built that you can access by following the link in the description below or by becoming a paid subscriber to the Ref Report. Need a tailored solution? We also build custom solutions from scratch to fit your unique needs. You can find all of our products and services using the links on screen now.